Hello, lovely women. This is Maya Diamond here. Excited to chat with you today about a really important topic. So I'll be taking your questions at the end. But first, I'm going to talk about one of the most important topics possible, which is why you keep attracting unavailable men over and over again. And so I know this from the inside out. I had this pattern for 10 years. I totally get it. So the reason, well, so I'm going to address the reason why you keep attracting these men, but also I'm going to more importantly, I'm going to tell you how you can stop attracting these men over and over again, how you can get out of this pattern, right? And actually it relates to the reason why. So first of all, I think I have talked a little bit about the reason why you're in this pattern, right? And so one of the reasons why is, it's actually really important for you to understand that. So I'm going to go into that a little bit, and then I'm going to talk about how you can stop attracting it. So one of the reasons why you have this pattern in the first place is because one of many reasons. So you could have all of these reasons, or you could have a couple of these reasons. And actually, my earrings are making loud noises, so I'm going to take them off in case they're bothering you. So the first reason why you may have this pattern is that you may have grown up with parents who were not available, who were neglectful, who were abusive, where the love that they gave you did not feel caring and warm and loving. Instead it felt hurtful or critical or abusive. And so that's what you learned love was, right? So that could be one of the reasons. Another reason why you keep attracting these unavailable people over and over again is because you may have been betrayed or hurt in love. And so therefore your heart is closed, and an unavailable person is actually safer than an available person, right? So again, you may have one of these reasons or many of these reasons. I had a lot of these reasons. The other one is you may have grown up with an unavailable father. And so therefore that was your archetype, let's say, or kind of symbol of masculine man energy. And so then that's what you're attracted to, is a man that's similar to your father. Or you may have felt like you never got the love from your father that you wanted. And so then by finding an unavailable man similar to your father, and then by trying to get his love over and over again, and then with the hope that you finally will get his love, then this part of you feels like, oh, then I'll master this trauma. So, but that usually never happens, because again, he's an unavailable man. So why would you actually be able to change him? And that's what Hollywood movies show us, is that you can change this person. But what I've seen is that they're like that, and also that it's not healthy to get into a relationship with someone that you need to change in order to be with, right? So that's a huge thing. So those are some of the reasons why we may be attracted to unavailable men, why we may be in this pattern in the first place. The other reason that's important to note, I'll give one more reason before we go into the how to stop this pattern in the first place. The other reason is that in our society at large, women have been kind of sold this unavailable man archetype with the Marlboro Man and different images of men in movies, etc., that are kind of unavailable, emotionally shut down. And so that could also be a reason that you're attracted to unavailable men, is because you've actually been conditioned to do so, which I deeply believe that that's true. So how do we stop this pattern? How do we stop attracting unavailable men? So I'm going to go down the process that's really important. So number one is we want to heal this underlying pattern. We need to rewire this underlying pattern that has us attracted to these men in the first place, which means we want to heal those childhood wounds. We want to heal those core wounds. We want to rewire your whole nervous system and attachment system so that you become to realize and feel totally in alignment with available love, so that unavailable love is no longer attractive to you. And that's exactly what I specialize in, is really rewiring this pattern so that you are no longer even attracted to the unavailable men, and so that you are attracted to the available men, right? Number two is that we need to teach you need to learn how to discern available men from unavailable men, right? So if you don't know how to discern that, then you're going to just keep being with those guys over and over again, because you're not letting them go, and you're just getting into a relationship, and then it's going further, and then you realize like 2 years later that they're unavailable, right? So we want to really discern well in the beginning. We want to learn how to discern well in the beginning. And then number three is to really help you become available yourself, right? So what I see in this pattern is women who have this pattern also have their own pattern of unavailability, whether it's that they are afraid to really open their heart in love, whether it's they're afraid to be vulnerable in love, whether it's that they were overwhelmed by one of their parents growing up, and so it's hard for them to really, feel safe being able to be in a committed long-term relationship. Or whether it's, again, there was a betrayal in your relationship history, and so a part of you has decided that you are never going to open your heart that much again, and so therefore you're more attracted to the unavailable ones. And so until that betrayal trauma or decision is healed and shifted, then you're going to just keep calling these people in over and over again, because you're not actually available, and your heart isn't actually totally open and vulnerable and available for this available person. And that one, I definitely had that going on for a long time. And it wasn't until I really realized how much the betrayal of my healthy available man at the end of my 6-year relationship, how much that betrayal had made me close my heart off to available men. Because I thought, well, the available men, they're not to be trustworthy. That was what I learned from that experience. When that actually isn't the case, it was much more complex than that. So again, if we have a betrayal in our past that has not been healed, then our heart might become closed, or we might have made a decision that it's not possible to really open our heart, or we shouldn't open our heart again. And so therefore we are with people who are unavailable, so that the heart, you never go as deep, it's never as vulnerable, it's never as real, the love. And so it really kind of protects you unconsciously and keeps you in this pattern that's really disappointing and frustrating, but is still, a little bit less risky than being with actually someone who really does love you and who's really available and who really wants to be with you and wants to share their life together. So those are some major, major pieces that is the key to stopping attracting available men. Stopping attracting unavailable men, So those are really important parts to the puzzle. So if you're listening right now, and you have any questions about what I just said, or questions about your love life, please write in the chat box and I will make sure to look. And then also, if that resonates with you, please let me know if anything that I just said resonated with you. I would love to hear from you and hear how that resonated with you. And then also, if you're currently dating an unavailable man or not, I'd like to know that, because that's another really important piece of the puzzle, which is if you're currently dating an unavailable man, then one really important part of stopping attracting unavailable men and being with an available man is letting go of the unavailable man, right? So when we don't let go, when we haven't let go all the way, then it's very hard, very, very hard to attract the right person. And so we really need some help with letting go. And so that's definitely something that I specialize in supporting women in, is helping you let go of this unavailable man, because what happens is it can be very, very hard to let go, because we get attached, because we have this pattern, because it's rooted in childhood, because our subconscious is hooked in. It's very, very hard to let go. And so when you get the right support, then you can let go, which if you cannot let go, then it's very hard to be with them. It's virtually impossible to be with an available man. So again, please write in the chat box if you have any questions about anything I just said, or questions about your dating life. Would love to hear. And then also, if any of this resonates with you and you feel like, I don't know how to do this, I want to get help with this, I want to get help letting go of the unavailable man, I want to get help, I want to go further with this work, I deserve that level of support, I deserve that level of transformation, then I'm just going to write in the chat box the link to sign up for a free love breakthrough session with a member of my team or me. One of us will be helping you on that call. So any other questions around this? Any questions around this before I go? I really wanted you to get this download of kind of why we have this pattern and how to stop this pattern. Because when you can, healing this pattern is total freedom. I know that it's possible. I've done it. And it took me, 10 years to heal and transform. And what I specialize in is really helping you transform it a lot sooner than that. Like, within 4 months or within a couple months, being able to fully transform this pattern. So it's really, really exciting that it's completely possible to transform. And I just want to let you know, I get it. I totally get it. And from a very, very personal level, I get it. And it's really, really painful. It cost me a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of nights crying and grieving and feeling sad and disappointed in the people that I was with. And it's really possible to be with someone who's really there for you and who meets your needs for love and connection and intimacy and affection and support and stability and commitment and all of that. So thank you so much again. If anyone has any questions, I'm just going to look one more time and just see. I'm not seeing any questions, but if anyone has any questions, again, I'd love to answer any questions you have. And I just seeing a new person join. So yeah, if anyone has any questions about anything I just said, oh, it looks like someone messaged me. Someone messaged me a message. Let me pull that up 1 second. Not sure if I can see it while I'm on this live video. 1 second, let me look over the message. And see if I can answer it before I go. Thank you for telling me. Looks like you sent me a Facebook message. 1 second, let me see if I can find it. Did you, I'm not seeing it. Did you send me a Facebook message? I'm not seeing it. Can you write it? Any possibility, Kara, that you can write it in the comments box? Because I'm not seeing it in my Facebook messages. If you could write it in the comment box, that would be great. So wonderful to have each of you here. And please write in the comment box below if you have any messages. Sorry, if you have any comments or questions for me, would love to hear what they are. I hope everyone is having a beautiful Thursday. And again, yeah, it's completely possible to shift this pattern. It's completely possible to heal the insecure attachment wounds that you have. It's completely possible to get into a healthy, secure relationship. It's completely possible to let go of the men that are not treating you well and that are not meeting your standards for love and connection and attention, and to find a healthy partner. All of these things are possible with the right support. And so actually, I want to add one other thing for the how to stop attracting. So the last thing that's really important is to get a mentor, right? So getting that support with healing these wounds. You cannot do this on your own. This is such a deep, complex pattern. So getting support is so, so, so crucial. So I highly recommend getting the support that you need. I would love to support you in this. I have created an amazing, amazing program that is designed to heal this pattern, shift it, and transform it, and help you have a loving, healthy partnership. So again, if you're interested in learning more, just click on the apply link in the comments. So it's so wonderful to be here with you all, and don't see any more questions. So please, Oh, got it. Now I see it. Sorry. For some reason it wasn't showing up. Okay. So Kara says, how do I get over a heartbreak? Wonderful question, Kara. So that's a really, really good question. I'm so, so sorry that you're going through that. I'm going to give you a couple of tips to do that. I also recommend applying for the Love Breakthrough session. I think that could be really, really helpful for you right now where you're at. So my first tip is to write down a list of all the reasons why this person is not right for you, and like a really practical list of all the reasons why this person is not right for you. And I'd like you to read that every single day. I'd like you to start really spending time doing things that feel good, whether it's exercise, spending time with friends, being in nature, really things that soothe you and help you feel better. Taking baths, watching, comedy shows, things that increase your serotonin and oxytocin. So hanging out with girlfriends naturally friends that you like that are girlfriends, that naturally increases your oxytocin and serotonin. So does exercise. So definitely those two things. Definitely the list and reading that over and over again. And then I also recommend meditation to help you. Any kind of meditation, you can go to the Insight Timer app on your phone and get that. Or you could do another meditation app, and just to help you calm down, self-soothe, calm your nervous system as you're getting over this relationship. So yeah, now is a perfect time to get the support that you really need. So I definitely recommend reaching out for the Love Breakthrough session, because it's a really potent time to transform these patterns. When we're actually grieving and letting go, we have so much clarity around what it is that we truly need, and what doesn't work for us. So it's a great time to really heal and to transform and to attract something new and different once that healing has been done. So thank you for that question. I'm so, so sorry you're going over that, going through that. And recommend those three things, which is writing down the list, four things: writing down the list, exercise, being with friends and nature, and meditation to help you self-soothe during this time as you're healing and grieving. And just really, the last thing is just really letting yourself feel the feeling. So when we allow ourselves to feel our feelings, then we move on quicker. So it's when we get stuck and we don't allow ourselves to feel, then we can kind of become obsessive and not really move on. So give yourself times during the day, maybe an hour a day or half an hour a day, where you're just letting yourself cry, grieve, write in your journal, all of that. Any other questions before I go? Oh, okay. Tahara, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time pronouncing your name. How do I heal and let go of a double relationship? How do I heal and let go of a double relationship? How do I let go of my ex and my sister being together? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That sounds really, really hard. I cannot believe you're going through that. That is so incredibly difficult. I am so sorry. Oh, that sounds really, really hard. So definitely all of my recommendations that I just told to Kara apply to you. And yeah, I would definitely get support. So I would definitely recommend a love breakthrough session for you as well. And again, the link is in the comments. And then that's my biggest recommendation is everything that I just told Kara, and then also definitely getting professional support. I would love to help you, get over this. So definitely apply for a love breakthrough session with me. But yeah, this is something that's really, really challenging to heal from that. And so I definitely want you to get support and do the exercise, the meditation, the list, being with friends, and doing things that feel good, whether it's a bath or running or swimming or dancing or any of those things. So, so wonderful to be with all of you today, sending you lots of love and a big hugs to everyone who is here. And I will talk to you all next Thursday. Okay, thank you.